Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Sahara Football as usual. I am your host, Selassie Fiawe. So, I brought you a story a couple of days ago about Sulley Muntari. Now, I told you that Sulley Muntari had expressed interest about joining a Premier Soccer League club in South Africa. That was after Muntari had declared that he wanted to play for Hearts of Oak. Muntari is 35 years old. Yesterday, I think that was on Saturday, I brought you an update and he says that he's holding out a torch, or he's holding out for an offer from Kaizer Chiefs. And he loves Kaizer Chiefs, has been following them for a while. He was speaking to Marawa Sports TV and he told them that I was going through social media and I came across an article that laid out the reasons why Sulley Muntari might not get that move to Kaizer Chiefs. He is in the twilight of his years, and I'm going to give you the reasons why he might not get the move to Kaizer Chiefs. Historically, Kaizer Chiefs have not been known to sign players who are in their twilight years because of their reputation. Reputation when it comes to this club is not enough. That's one reason. The other reason is that this club are not allowed to sign players. I'll be diving into it later today. I'll also be talking to you about why, according to coach DRAMANI, who is currently with North Shetland, why Ghana has been suffering at the senior level. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to the channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So, we all know Sulley Muntari. He is a Ghanaian player, someone we all love so much, and Sulley Muntari recently made it known that he is holding out a torch for Kaizer Chiefs. He wants to play for Kaizer Chiefs. But Kaizer Chiefs are not the club historically for Sulley Muntari to be eyeing of playing for. Now, Kaizer Chiefs have been in the past known to sign players who have pedigree, but that is not the case. Now, in 2003, Amasoki re-signed the late Shows Mashoi following his return from Turkey, and at the time he was 38 years old. But when Medendorp arrived, the midfielder was released because he was deemed past his best for the German mentor. Sean Bartlett played for Chiefs at 34, and like Mashoi, he had just returned from Europe where he had been since the late 1990s. And he was released after 2 years as Chiefs transfer policy took a different direction, and this has been the case since. Of course, some would agree that the late Arthur Batman was in the twilight of his career when he joined the Chiefs in 2009, but it's different with goalkeepers. Arthur Batman was a goalkeeper, and at the time of his signing, the well-traveled shortstopper was seen as an emergency signing because Itumeleng Kone was injured and he had to get back to full fitness for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. And Batman did a fantastic job between the sticks for the club, assuming the #1 role. But there are 3 high-profile players Chiefs chose to ignore when they became available for free in recent years. They are Louis Boamote, Benny McCarthy, and Steven Pina. Perhaps they were right in overlooking Boamote because at the time, Chiefs had some fantastic players in midfield. And for them, this was not about trying to get the attention of the world, but to stick with what they had. And the former Portugal international was snapped by Orlando Pirates. Everyone expected Sundowns, Pirates, Chiefs to go crazy when Benny McCarthy became available. He has played for FC Porto, won the Champions League with FC Porto when he became a free agent and returned to the country, but this wasn't the case. McCarthy ended up training with Ajax Cape Town before Pirates snatched him up from under the nose and he'd go into retire at the Soweto Giants. At the time, McCarthy admitted he grew up supporting Amekosi, but he was put off by the fact that Bobby Morteng said he was finished. And according to him, that's why he gave his all wherever he faced them in competitive matches. Steven Pina grew up supporting Pirates, but there were rumors that he would join either the Sea Robbers or Chiefs. But as usual, the Nutara Bay side looked elsewhere, and the former Bafana skipper ended up joining Bidvest Wits, where he would only last for 6 months before hanging up his boots. And Kaizer Chiefs were vindicated in taking all those decisions. From those who criticized them when they didn't sign Pina, and almost everyone agreed that they made the right call by not signing him. If Muntari really wants to join a Premier League team in South Africa, he has to look elsewhere. Because holding out for a move to Chiefs may not come true, because reputation alone isn't enough when it comes to this club. In addition, Chiefs are not allowed to sign any players, meaning Muntari will have to wait longer if that is supposed to happen. So Sulley Muntari'S move to Kaizer Chiefs might not happen because of two things. The club are not allowed to sign any players now, and also when it comes to this club, reputation is not enough for you to get a chance into the team. Steven Pina, former Bafana captain himself, was not snapped up. Benny McCarthy, a legend of the game in Porto, elsewhere across the globe in Europe, was not snapped up when he came back in his twilight years. Louis Boamote, so many top players were not signed by Kaizer Chiefs. Sulley Muntari would have to really get something amazing going for him before Kaizer Chiefs, who currently even are not allowed to sign any players, would snap him up. He is in the twilight of his career, and maybe Kaizer Chiefs will feel he has a very little to offer. They would feel that he would not add anything significant to the team. Never get me wrong, Sulley Muntari is an amazing player, a great midfielder for the Ghana Black Stars, a great player in his time. But at the age of 35, and with him being clubless for 1.5 years before getting to join Albacete Ballonpier in 2019 and being released after 6 months, I don't think this is the kind of player Kaizer Chiefs, who are a top club in South Africa, would be interested in signing. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments box. Any Kaizer Chiefs fans who disagree with me? Anyone who is in South African League who thinks that my thoughts and the opinions I read online are wrong? Let me know what you think in the comments box. I go on to my final story, and it has to do with the Ghana Black Stars team. DRAMANI, who is with Nordsjælland in Denmark, getting his coaching training there, says he knows why the Ghana Black Stars or the senior national teams do not do well. You remember this channel I've been covering in the 90s, and that heralded an amazing time for Ghana football. We had an amazing under-17 side. In 1991, we won the under-17 World Cup for the very first time. Neodati Lamte, the star of the show. All those videos are up here on this channel. Also talked about the 1993 tournament in which Ghana plays Nigeria, the All-African final. In 1995, Ghana played Brazil in the final and beat them. In 1997, we went to the final once again and we lost to Brazil in the final, 2-1, Ronaldinho and co. So the 90s was a rich year for African football. But those players that graduated and moved on into the senior national teams failed to win a trophy for the national teams, and DRAMANI looks to offer an explanation for that. Now, Nordsjælland coach DRAMANI explains Ghana's struggles at the senior level. He says, when you look at the way sometimes we pick our under 17, do we pick them based on the fact that our projection is that we pick them when they are 10 years? In the next 10 years, they have played in our under 23, under 20 teams. DRAMANI, currently a coach at the Nordsjælland side, told Yak Media, you should be thinking that in 25 years they should be able to win something for the country. When we are able to think like that, we will be experts, putting people in their right places. Because when you think about immediate success, then you are only thinking about today and tomorrow. It means you are only thinking about how to win and qualify for the under 17 AFCON. And when you begin to think about just qualifying for the AFCON, it means you have relegated players who would have been able to fit in the 2025 period. Ghana beat Spain at the under 17 World Cup to win it for the first time in 91. They won it again in 95, accounting for the Brazil final. 2009, we won the Under-20 World Cup. At the Under-23 level, the Black Meteors won bronze in the 92 Olympics in Barcelona, Spain. The senior national team, however, have failed to win a trophy since then. So it all goes down back to the planning for the national teams. It hasn't been adequate enough, and DIDI DRAMANI is outlining that here, saying we need to really think about the future extensively. We don't need to think, we need to think about the next 25 years when looking at players, and it is something we have to analyze quickly. The long-term planning is essential to getting the best players to play for this country. Let me know what you think in the comments box, or what DIDI DRAMANI said, or what do you think? Why do you think Ghana has not done well in the tournaments at the senior level so far, but are doing well at the junior levels? Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box. I've been talking to you about why Sulley Muntari'S move to Kaizer Chiefs might not bear fruit. Also, I've been speaking to you about why DIDI DRAMANI, according to him, Ghana has not been doing well at the senior level. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.